Here's a short video on our Motorola 52M2U radio that we got from Bill, old 64 Goat. So let me walk you through where we are, what we're doing, and where we're going to be next. Also keep in mind that I'm still finalizing the Silvertone car radio that we got from John from Arkansas. That is also waiting for paint. It's going to be a very similar process to what you see about the Motorola. So keep that in the back of your mind. And then we have a new project that we're going to be working on from our friend Gregg, and we'll feature that in the next video and show you what that's all about. Again, that's going to be another unit for charity, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So 3 things that we're working on for St. Jude's. So, you know, every dollar for the kids makes a big difference. All right, hope you guys are well. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy. Hey everybody. So we're going to give you a quick update on our Motorola Model 52M2U, which was sent to us by old 64 Goat. And if you recall, I'm going to be restoring this radio, and it'll be sold to charity, basically, so on eBay, and all the proceeds will go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So I want to give you an update on where we are with it. It's been a bit. I have been very busy on it, though, working on it. So to start off with, the electronics part of it is complete. I've replaced everything that needed to be replaced. Bill did quite a bit of that work already, so I didn't have much to do. I did a couple of wires that were kind of old, replaced those. I've tested it out on battery, and it works. So I connected a bunch of 9-volt batteries together to get my 63 volts, whatever that ended up being, and a couple of D cells, so it works perfectly there. I haven't replaced the power cord yet because the power cord on this thing, and I'll show you this at the end of the video, is a right angle cord. And if I replace it with one of these, you won't be able to insert it in the back for battery operation. So we're going to do that last. But let's talk about the case. So as you recall, the case was in pretty bad shape. So let's show you where we are with the case. So essentially what we've done is we've stripped the entire case. So I found this really cool paint stripper that is in an aerosol can, which worked really good. It sticks really well, doesn't run, doesn't drip. Took the paint off of this thing immediately, and did a fabulous job. And then what I did was I took my orbital sander, and I started with about 120 grit, went to 400 grit, and then 1,000. And I've got this thing about as good as it's going to be. There are some dips and divots and things like that, which I'm not going to be too concerned about. It's not going to be perfect when it's done, but it's going to look nice. So, so the plan is going to be first to prime this, which I'm going to do after this video. And then after we prime it, we'll let it dry well, and then we're going to paint it. And I want to show you what paint I've chosen. And I'll just leave this here for a second so you can take a quick look at it. You can see how good it looks. It's going to be really nice when it's done. Alright, so let's talk about the paint. So the paint that I'm going to use is a Rust-Oleum, and it's Rust-Oleum Burgundy. And it's a gloss. And there's the label. And if you take a look at the original cover that came with this thing, here it is. Look at that. Perfect match. Now, of course, this cover I haven't cleaned up yet. I have to polish the plastic and shine it up and get rid of a lot of those scratches if I can. But you could see that this is as near perfect as you can be. And I suspect that when I clean this up a little bit, it's going to lighten up just a tiny bit. There's probably a lot of oxidation. So, so this is going to be the right color for this thing. And we're going to make that happen. So Rust-Oleum Burgundy is the ticket. So Bill, I know you have other radios I think that are very similar. So if you can find this Rust-Oleum, let me, you know, that's the one you need. If you can't find it in Connecticut, let me know, and I'll be happy to order it for you and send it to you, and you can send me back you know, the money for it when you're ready. But we can do that, so that's not a problem. So so that's going to be the next step. I'm going to get priming. And we're going to put this in the next video, and you'll see it's already been painted. Let me just show you the chassis really quickly so you can see where we are there, and then we'll end the video, so this will be a pretty quick video. So let me get the chassis. Alright, so here's our chassis. Nothing really special to look at. Like I said, Bill did most of the work. Here's our battery, D-cell batteries, and here's our terminal post for our 67 volt. I do have the antenna removed, obviously. I think what we'll do is we'll power it up, make sure it still works. I did find a broken wire in here, and that's probably from what I was doing. It was a solid core wire, and it was broken. Couldn't get it to power up. Went a little crazy. took a step back and realized start simple before you go crazy, and found a broken wire. So traced it out. Let's plug it in, see if it still works. Okay, I've got it plugged in. I have it connected to a long wire antenna. Obviously this is not the right antenna. The antenna is enclosed in the cover of this radio, like this. But I have it attached to a long wire, and I'm actually holding one end of it, and that works enough to show you a demo. But it works really good. So maybe we'll pop it on battery just to show you. So let's do that. Okay, and here's the radio working on battery. You can see I've got a stack of 9-volt batteries here. Let's get you down so you can see that. And we've got our D cells right there and right there. And we've got the plug back there. You can see it right there. That's why I need an angled plug, because it has to go into that slot to engage the battery circuit. And you'll hear it works great. Again, obviously I'm going to turn this off. Obviously with the with the antenna on, the correct antenna, it's going to be much better. So this thing works in both modes. So the plan's going to be, let's get the case done. We'll get this thing put back in. We'll replace the power cord and make it safe. Make sure that the hot is going through the switch. And I think we'll be in good shape. Alright, that'll be it for this video. I'll come back when we have the painting done, and we'll show you what that looks like. I hope everybody's doing great, and for all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Take care.